everyone. Thank you for joining us. We're exploring topic number 2 as it relates to parents and life with a child with diabetes. And this topic is control and safety. And I'm Nicole Johnson, by the way. I didn't introduce myself the first time around. And I've had type 1 diabetes for 20 years this year. So I'm not quite where Joe is. But remember diagnosis very, very vividly. You know, everything about diabetes is scary. Being a parent and handling this life and death situation has got to be incredibly terrifying. A moment doesn't go by that you're not worried about some element of this disease in your child's life. So it makes sense why parents often get very concerned about control, whether control means controlling your child's environment or controlling their blood sugar, and then safety of your child and how do you keep them in the best environments for them. Parents try all kinds of different techniques to help keep their children as safe as possible, but sometimes some of our strategies can backfire on us. And that's sort of where we want to take this portion of the conversation is how do we help our strategies around control and safety be the best strategies for the family and not let them backfire and cause more strife. And later on we're going to talk about family conflict. But let's move to control and safety. So Joe, help us kick this part off. What's the first advice?
So they're great subjects to talk about. I think they're two different things, right? So control's one thing, and as you said, how do I control the environment to make sure that my kid's safe? But also, how do we achieve optimal metabolic control? And how do we make sure that control is a big word in diabetes, you know? If you are a control freak, this is a credible disease for your kid to get because it's the opportunity to have a spiritual growth experience. It is about holding on tight and letting go simultaneously. It's like walking on coals and not getting burnt and sort of maintaining your sense of balance. So my thing for parents in terms of the control department is that your tendency is to want to over-control things because you're afraid that things around diabetes aren't getting done. Or your tendency will be to control for outside influences because there's so much work involved in just maintaining diabetes control. And the idea here is to train parents on the management of this disease well enough so that they can achieve the optimal metabolic control and allow them to be parents as they've been parents in every other area of life, is to not forget that they know how to do things and that for them to use their gut sense about where things are dangerous, where things are not, and to keep the same rules around behavior that apply in every other area of life to diabetes as well.